Yeah, I think so. I mean, some new things for me. In over 1,000 games in football, I've never done 62 minutes in the first half. That's crazy. Um, so there's some real new things. We we played against a very good team who got restricted to 10 men. I've not seen the challenge back, so I don't know about it, but I thought we pressed well, we caused some problems, but they were always a threat on the transition. But we've missed some massive chances today in the first half too. But perseverance and patience and trying to do the right things managed to get us the win in the end.
And your overall assessment of the team, except for like the bigger mistakes and things like that, how did you think they played?
I think they stuck to the game plan really well. We didn't want to jump too early and allow them to play the other side of us. So I thought we were really good winning the ball back. I just don't think we connected it as well as we can do at times. But saying that, we've had obviously the big chance with Breck. We've had the header with Kerwin where I think if it had gone to VAR, he wasn't offside, all in the first half. But second half, we ended up moving Westy a little bit higher. We never connected the pass on the edge of the box, and that was pretty much what was needed there. And our captain's put one in the top corner.
And Arfield's situation?
He felt his hamstring, so he asked us. He felt that if he'd gone on another minute, he may have pulled it. So, we'll assess it now.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Coach, what was the feeling after the Westwood got that goal? Just for you and the team?
I think relief, really, because we'd had a lot of ball in the second half without creating a real clear-cut chance. I think we've had the Patrick's header, which just sailed into the goalkeeper's arms. We got in really good positions, but the final ball and the connection wasn't quite there. So, yeah, a little bit of relief, but we needed to keep going because they were always a threat on the counter. So it was nice that, Patrick got his rewards at the end.
So what's the mood of the locker room right now?
Well, I said that we've got to make this a real tough place to come like we did today. The Columbus Crew are the MLS holders. They were unbeaten this season, and I think we've just drawn a line in the sand what we can do here. But I don't want to just do it here at this stadium. I want to do it on the road as well.
I almost feel like with the way the near misses you guys had, you just glad to have the result, because if y'all hadn't won this game, what would that have felt like?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have felt great with the missing the penalty and the the tap-in. It's and Kerwin's header all in the first half. It would have felt like we'd left some points out there. We feel like we have on the road. So it was nice to go and get that win today. And as I say, from the sidelines, it was probably relief. I think it was on the pitch as well.
And the PK, hindsight's 2020, but do you think you had the right guy taking it?
Yeah, he's been taking really good penalties, during the week in training, and he was confident enough to take it. It happens. I always say it's what you do next. Some of the best players in the world have missed penalties in big tournaments as well, like World Cups. So it's always what you do next. Thank you.
When it comes down to who the goal, the penalty taker, is that a decision that you make, the decision that you all make? What is that process like?
Yeah, the players will practice penalties during the week, and it's pretty much who we feel at the time is the best person to take it. Yuri's been in really good form. His technique has been really good in training, so we just felt it was right for him to take it.
And then Barnes just a week ago seemed like it was a tough injury, but he got the spark tonight. Just what was your assessment of him to get him the spark today?
I think he done really well. He showed us in training the last couple of days that he was good, and showed a lot of courage to want to get in the team and play after hobbling off last week. We had a scan come through that was telling us that it was a ligament injury, and he's played through the pain today, which really helps us. I think if he hadn't been fit, I might have changed the system a little bit. But because he was fit, I was happy to go with him, and I thought he played well today.
And then lastly, what does he provide for the teams? Let's take the front playing and then.
Well, I think he can come he could come on the inside if he's on the left, and he can play them little passes inside for runners to get on. He's got a good delivery when he's on the right-hand side as well. And he helps protect the fullbacks as well. He works extremely hard. He'll be as disappointed as anybody with his chance today. But again, it's what you do next. And, he played well for the team. Cheers.
Coach, congratulations. So first off, I wanted to ask you, Yanni, man of the match, what was his contribution tonight?
Yanni played really well. He came on and, did what he had to do, caused problems. I thought JP, it was his debut today, full debut. I thought he was excellent today as well. Defended balls over the top really well, was calm on the ball, and I think it helps that them two know each other really well. They're thick as thieves whenever you see them. you don't normally see one without the other, so there's a bit of a blossoming relationship as friends going on there.
Tonight, it looks like, Yatra had a very, very good chance of that and missed it. Did you all talk about that when he came on?
No, because players know. You don't have to tell them. I mean, I think that's rubbing salt in the wounds. We have to show empathy with them, and again, it's what you do next. I think that's always the most important thing.
And then finally, tonight was Porter Crown Night in Charlotte, so I wanted to know if there are any women in soccer who specifically inspire you.
I think there's plenty of women, just not in soccer, who inspire me, but across the world, starting with my wife and my daughter. But it's great to see women in sport doing so well. I mean, we've got Alicia, our nutritionist, we've got Karine, our trainer, who work extremely hard for the team and well respected, and it's good to see so many women moving into soccer now.
Thanks, Coach.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry.
You referenced that 62 minutes the first half. You played a lot of football matches. It's the first time you're seeing it, especially with the chaos that sort of happened towards the end. Did it change the halftime talk for you, the emotional and physical strain, or is it still just kind of business as usual?
No, it's pretty much business. We've got two coaches up in the stand watching the game, so I wanted to know what they'd seen and forget about when it was 11v11, because it's not 11v11 anymore. What have you seen since it's 11v10, and break that down and then go and give some simple instructions to players. Ask them what they're seeing and feeling on the pitch first. It's always good to get their feedback, and then, right, this is our plan for the second half now. And now it's changed a little bit because they've got a man down, but you don't even reference the chances we've had because, as I say, it's always what you do next.
And lastly, around 80 minutes, I wrote down that there was a groundswell of noise in the ground. The fans really stood up and made a lot of noise at that mark. Obviously, quite just a few minutes later, Ashley Western hits the volley. How do you feel like this team is connecting to its fans?
You can see at the end how well connected they are. I mean, these fans are integral to what we do. Not just the supporters, but the community as well. It's a community club. We're only young as a club, but I think we're still growing. Our fan base is tremendous, and I think it's probably one of the envies of the league as well, and we want to continue growing that.
With Yuri available, why didn't he get the start?
He flew back economy class late last night, so he was back early this morning. I just thought it'd be too much of a push to put him into the game.
The economy class, great, that's responsive.
Thank you.
Sure.